Everyone is running to an app to invest. It wasn't so long ago that investing was considered a rich person's thing, but now the quote unquote average person has access to investing. I personally think that's a beautiful thing. But with that rising trend comes the question, is Cash App a good app to invest with? Well, let's get into it. Hello everyone, this is Elijah with Financial Anatomy, coming at you with another video equipping you to take control of your financial destiny. On this channel we talk about personal finance, side hustles, ways to make money online, as well as occasionally apps that involve money in some form. And we'll be talking about the latter in this video. So is Cash App a good app to invest with? Well, Cash App has the ability for you to invest, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's the best option out there. But before we answer that question, you want to probably know exactly how do you do it. So we're going to move on to the Cash App and show you exactly how to invest first. Per usual, we're going to open the Cash App up, and there's an icon between the clock icon in the corner, right hand corner, and where we're at right now. You want to click on that. That stands for stocks and for Bitcoin. So once we click on it, we are taken to the investing tab. Now that we're here, you see two tabs. You see the stock tab and the Bitcoin tab. We're going to start with the stock tab. So if you purchase any stocks on Cash App in general, it's going to put your total realized gains and losses here in graph form. So I've invested, literally I bought like $6 worth of share in the AT&T for this example. And we're going to click on details. So we can see the total realized gain or the realized loss. Scroll down and you can also see any dividends that you've been paid. Let's back out of that and keep scrolling down. You'll see some news in regards to the stocks that you have on your watch list. You'll see your portfolio and you see all the stocks that you are currently following. If you keep scrolling down, it'll show you the most traded stocks on a monthly basis, but that doesn't mean that they're the best investments. It just means they're the most popular at the time. So I wouldn't make an investment decision solely based on this. If you scroll down a little further, these are the stocks that have the most movement in that day. Some good information to know, I guess. But again, that's not really information you should make an investment decision on. And apparently Cash App has a resource that you can take advantage of when it comes to investing. So feel free to explore that. Now we're going to scroll back up and we're going to show the process of how to buy a stock. So let's click on the search bar and you can actually search by categories. So we have banking and finance, energy, ETF. I'm going to click on banking and finance. And it shows a lot of popular stocks in the finance niche. I'm going to go ahead and click on PayPal. And you see it has all the information in terms of is it down right now? Is it up right now? Now, interesting thing is it doesn't show the share price on the graph, which is something I've always found kind of strange. You got to scroll down to see what the share price is. So currently it's $265 per share. But Cash App does give you the ability to buy fractional shares. So you can buy like $2 or $3 worth of PayPal and you'll have a fractional share. If you scroll a little further, it'll give you a little information about the company and what categories it's featured in. Now let's back out of this and we're actually going to use the search function to find a particular stock. So I'm going to type in AT&T. And it pops up and the same information we covered is here too, but I wanted to use this as an example since I already own a share, well, a fractional share of AT&T on the Cash App. So if you want to buy, all you gotta do is click buy and then you just put in how much you want to invest in that stock. Again, you can invest a fractional amount. You don't have to buy a whole share, so that's something to think about. Now I'm not gonna do it, but you just select your amount. So if I wanted to buy, let's say $10 more worth of AT&T stock, I would select 10 and press next. You have the option to make it a one-time order, or you can make this a reoccurring thing. I'm gonna back out of that. And let's say I wanted to sell what I currently have. I can click on sell, and then I can sell all my shares for a particular amount. Funny thing about these suggested amounts is it's suggested based on how many shares you actually own. I find that kind of interesting. So you don't see like anything above what I own, which is around $6. So if you wanted to, I'm not gonna do it, but if let's say I want to sell all, click on sell all, and then click next and move forward with the transaction. As you can see, we also have the Bitcoin tab, but we're not going to talk about Bitcoin in this video because this video is already long enough as it is. If you want to see a video on investing in Bitcoin on the Cash App, just let me know in the comments. We'll take a look at doing that video. Now, let's go to our transactions so we can really point something out. So one thing I want y'all to take note of is if I scroll down, we see that I have a dividend earned. Click on the dividend earned. I want y'all to take note of this. The dividend is deposited into my account. So that means that it doesn't have the opportunity to get reinvested back into that stock because Cash App doesn't currently offer a drip program. So that's something you want to take into consideration when deciding if you want to invest with Cash App. But that covers it for how to exactly use the Cash App in terms of investing. Now let's go over exactly should you use the Cash App to invest in the first place. Now that you know how to invest, I'm going to share with you why I actually don't think Cash App is the best app to invest with. Yeah, I know the person that has a buttload of videos on Cash App is telling you, you might not want to invest with this app. Well, why is that? Well, I look at it like this. If you're investing, you fall into one of two categories. Either you're a trader, or you're looking for short-term growth, or you're a long-term investor. And let's look at it from a trader perspective first. So everything in the Cash App, when we compare it to other free apps, they actually fall a little short. They don't let you know much information about companies inside the app, and that's pretty critical if you're going to be using that app to invest with. Do you want to be going outside of the app on a regular basis to get information you need to make an investing decision? Well, if you're a short-term investor, you're going to be doing that on a regular. That can get kind of annoying pretty fast, especially when there are apps like Webull that has all the information you need inside the app. Now let's look at it from the long-term investor perspective. The biggest friend here is automation, because long-term investors want to make their investing as automated as possible. Cash App doesn't really offer that. In fact, one big thing that they don't offer, which is kind of questionable, they don't have a DRIP program. DRIP stands for Dividend Reinvesting Program. What that amounts to is companies pay dividends, and that's usually a big part of a long-term investor's overall investing plan. So they have a lot of dividend stocks in their portfolio. The company pays a dividend, and if they have a DRIP program, they'll basically just take that dividend and buy additional stock with the dividend. And sometimes they'll give you a discount on that stock. That goes into another territory. But the point is, the company will roll that dividend back in to the stock for you. Now, some brokerages, which in this case it would be Cash App, will actually they offer DRIP programs for you. That's not the case here. So when a company pays you a dividend, it just goes to your account balance. Well, what good is it doing there? I mean, you could manually go and put that dividend back into a stock, but that's just taking too much time in the eyes of a long-term investor. They'd rather just have that process be automatic. On top of that, even if they did have a DRIP program, it's still not the best option out there. M1 Finance, for instance, has the ability for dividends to get reinvested back into your whole portfolio. So whatever else you have in your portfolio, it gets split up among there in percentages that you dictate, by the way. So you see how when I'm comparing it to these other apps, it kind of falls short. That's why I don't recommend using Cash App to invest with. The biggest thing they probably have going for them is the convenience factor. It's like almost everyone has Cash App at this point. And since they have Cash App, well, it's just a few buttons away to actually invest. As y'all saw, I had like around like $6 of AT&T stock, but there's a reason I haven't bought any more of anything. It's just these other apps offer so much more. And me personally, I'm a long-term investor, so I favor M1 Finance. So with that being said, I don't recommend it, but nothing shady is happening. I don't want y'all to think that oh, I'm not investing because they're doing something shady. No, it's just they don't have the features that I'm looking for. And those features are becoming a staple in the industry. So if an app offers investing, they need to offer at least some of what I've talked about. So I'll leave links in the description where I go into detail about M1 Finance and Webull and why I like those. And you can make an educated decision on what app you want to use to invest. But that does it for this video. If you have any questions or comments or stories in terms of investing with Cash App, I'd love to hear it in the comment section below. Let us know. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Hit that bell notification so you can be notified when another video drops. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you found value in this video. Very much appreciated. And if you are looking to sign up for a Cash App in general, maybe not investing, but you just want the Cash App, you can check out this video that goes into details about how to sign up with the Cash App. I'll catch you in the next video. Don't forget to get out there and take control of your financial destiny.